MetaSwitch is a leading cloud-native communication software company, and I'm with Shub Agarwal from MetaSwitch to find out more about the importance of this cloud-native approach in the 5G era. Shub, this week's conference here at Mobile World Congress, I was hearing a few CTOs say that when we talk about cloud native, maybe everyone doesn't have the same definition. So I was just wondering what your definition of that would be.
So cloud native in our minds is very simple. It's all about the approach of how you build the software. Now in 5G, this is a very critical component of how 5G can be delivered. And cloud native is pretty much mandatory in terms of delivering the performance, the capabilities, the automation, and the service exposure required. So for us, what cloud native means is very simple. It is microservices built to be reused, and these can be built by any companies. Some of them can be open source components, best of breed, that can be packaged together with stateless architectures so that they can scale up and scale down and be automated through different lifecycle workflows, right? So I know I'm saying a very handful of buzzwords, but the idea is in order to achieve the efficiency, the performance, and the flexibility of 5G, cloud native approach has to be adopted in order to deliver those promises.
So at the show, everybody's talking about the huge opportunities of 5G. What do you think are the main challenges to delivering on those possibilities?
I think the operators are at a very interesting point where 5G is definitely going to change how operators play in the ecosystem. So far what 4G has done is brought broadband to the masses, right? You have 7 billion connections, users are all connected, but if 5G has to deliver some of the new user experiences for industrial automation, for enterprise use cases, 5G is a very different way of consuming the network. What I mean to say is the operators have to understand that in 5G, the consumers, the users like you and me are not the customers of 5G. It's the enterprises who will take 5G and deliver new experiences to the users themselves. So the operators have to pretty much flip their business models, not just selling to consumers, but actually selling to enterprises. So this is going to be the primary challenge. It's not the technology, it's how do they go to market.
So in that context, what else is MetaSwitch doing to overcome those challenges and deliver on the possibilities?
Yes, so MetaSwitch is actually working on core technologies. So the 5G core is specifically all about making sure that we can deliver not just the performance being promised in 5G, but the fundamental flexibility to be deployed on edge computing architectures so that you can get the low latency applications, plus also the flexibility to deploy it on public clouds and expose them to service architectures so that applications can be developed on top of that, right? So we are using cloud native and new performance, packet processing engine performance technologies that we're bringing to the table to offer that level of flexibility.
AI and automation are obviously huge buzzwords at the moment. What do you think operators can do to bring those things to life and get beyond the buzzwords?
So I think AI is definitely a buzzword. There's a lot of activity going on AI. The challenge and the solution around AI is how you can derive use cases from this, right? So of course, one area of using AI is in bringing new customer experiences like chatbots that we are bringing into our voice services. But in automation, we can actually use AI where we can collect information about the network operations and then create lifecycle automation techniques to, for example, heal the networks automatically or scale up and scale down the networks automatically. So I think deriving the right use cases for AI are going to start bringing value into the network and also to the end users.